Although I know he's not cheating, it bothers me. So basically, over asking for advice, knowing the fact that her husband is not cheating, but being bothered about the fact that he flirts too much with women. So, what is the advice to Ovi tonight? The number to call to give Ovi some advice is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. That's the number to call to give Ovi some advice. You can also send in a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Also, anywhere you are in the world, you can listen via the stream link www.wfm917.com. www.wfm917.com. Now, when you do call in, please ensure to turn down the volume of your radio. We need you to do that so that we can avoid any form of interference and we can avoid any unnecessary disturbance. Now, please, when you call in, ensure that you turn down the volume of your radio. Also, ensure that you keep your advice short, simple, and constructive. Short, simple, and constructive, so that we can talk to as many people as possible and they can give Ovi some advice tonight. To join the group chat, the Adult Conversations Family group chat, all you need to do is send your information. That's your name and contact number. Send your information, your name and contact number to the WhatsApp line 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Send that information to that number, your name, contact number, indicating interest in joining the WhatsApp group, and you'll be added onto the group. As always, we take messages off that group first before we continue with the show. Now, let's go to the group and take this one from Francis from Ibafo. Francis from Ibafo is saying, good evening to all the Adult Conversation family members. Happy New Week. Hope our day was great. On tonight's issue, your husband flirts a lot, but he doesn't cheat on you. For that reason, you shouldn't be bothering about anything. Just continue to talk to him and put everything to God in prayers. He will work things out perfectly in your marriage. And that's from Francis from Ibafo. Talkback from Ikorodu is saying, good evening to all the Adult Conversations family. The case being profiled this evening is simple, and my advice to Ovi is also simple. Continue to trust your husband, and your marriage will go far. Ensure that you regularly soak your marriage in prayers. And that's from Talkback from Ikorodu. She just says, continue to trust your husband, and your marriage will go far. Ensure that you regularly soak your marriage in prayers. And that is Talkback from Ikorodu's advice to Ovi. Amalmi from Ikorodu says, good evening to all the Adult Conversations family. May we all have a blessed week. On tonight's issue, please, Ovi, all you need to do is talk to your husband and pray to guide your home. That's it. Talk to your husband and pray to guide your home. Now, please keep the messages coming in via the Adult Conversations family group chat and also via Facebook, via text messaging as well. Remember to call. You can give Ovi some advice by calling the number 07000 917 917. You can also send your text or your WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. The story tonight is that Ovi is saying that her husband is a big flirt, but he's not a cheat. So, to the best of her knowledge, her husband is not a cheat. He's just a big flirt. So, she's worried that hopefully this would not be an issue in the future. The fact that he's consistently flirting will not be an issue. Do we think that that can occur? Do we think that the flirting situation with her husband, the fact that he is a flirt, do we think that that can pose any issues in their future? Ovi didn't say how long she and her husband have been married for. She just says that they have 2 children. They have 2 girls. She says she seems like they have a good marriage because she says, although I know he's not cheating, it bothers me. Now, this on some level says that their marriage is beautiful and everything seems to go well. But she says she has cautioned him about the fact that he keeps flirting, but he says it's harmless. He says it's harmless. Now, how harmless is it really? How harmless is it really? And when you say he's flirting, what exactly do we mean when you say he's flirting? Does it do it in front of you? Does it do it in front of you? Have you caught him doing this before? And also, does he do it with women that you know or women that you don't know? Because if he does it to women that you know in front of you, then on some level that could be disrespectful. You could perceive that as disrespectful, which could, escalate into other issues going forward. It could be that it might not even be that you suspect that he's cheating or anything, or it might just be that you feel that he's being disrespectful to you by flirting with people that you know right in front of you. That's why I'm asking, has he done this to people that you know before you? Or is it people that you don't know behind your back? Have you seen him do this before? Or is this just hearsay? Have you seen him flirt? Or is this something that you have heard that he does? Maybe at his place of work or something. How factual is the fact that he's a flirt? Do you have any evidence? Have you seen him do this before? And is this a new development or is this something that has always happened? Now, I know you said in the story that you have cautioned him about it. He says it's harmless. Is this something he used to do, something he just started doing? Is this something, and have you communicated this to him that it bothers you? You said he says it's harmless. Have you really told him how much it makes you feel or how it makes you feel? So the answers to some of these questions will be very helpful. But as always, if we do not get any response from Ovi, please let's just do our job and give Ovi the advice that she needs. So she's saying, hope this harmless flirting won't be a problem in the future. Do we think it's going to be a problem in the future? And if we do it, why do we think so? So let us try to prefer solutions and always to give Ovi advice that she needs tonight. So it's also important that as we give advice, please let's not be judgmental. Let us do our best to attack the situation head on and just focus on the story. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So you can connect with us there. You can send in your comments, you can share the link so that other people who are watching can also join in the conversation. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also send in text or WhatsApp message onto 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Flirting. Do we think that that's harmless? I'm going to look up the definition of flirting so that as we speak, we can understand that, okay, this is exactly what we're talking about right now. This is something that's usually done both by males and females, actually. So it's not just that, it's not just males that do the flirting. So in this case, flirting can be said to be behave as though sexually attracted to someone. So if you flirt with someone, you behave as though you're sexually attracted to them, but playfully rather than with serious intentions. This is not Sumto's definition. This is the dictionary definition of flirting. Behave as though sexually attracted to someone, but playfully rather than with serious intentions. So in this case, Ovi's husband is behaving as though he's sexually attracted to multiple women, but playfully without any serious intentions. Do we think this is right for a married man? And what do we think that Ovi can do about it? Do we think it's right? And if not, why? And what do we think that Ovi can do about it? Because Ovi tonight is the one seeking advice. She's the one who's asking what to do about the situation. So let's do what we do best in adult conversations. Call in, give your advice to Ovi, and assist her in making an informed decision at the end of the day. Ovi needs advice and she wants to know what you think about this subject. What should she do? How should she approach this? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Could you turn down the volume of your radio?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Rosemary.
Hello, Rosemary. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Papa.
You're calling from?
Papa.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
I'm calling from Papa.
From Papa. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Rosemary, are you calling for the first
Okay.
time?
Yeah. This is
Thank
my
you.
first
Thank
time.
you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's for you.
Please, my advice to
Ovi.
the lady in quotes, or the man in quotes, he should do away with it. Is not. I don't think it's not okay, because the Bible says that we should do away with all appearance of evil, because it's dangerous. I'm not advising that man to make that be too close to women. When he's a married man, he should not be too close to other women rather than his wife. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rosemary. Thank you for calling.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. So that's Rosemary from Papa. Rosemary is saying that in this situation, her advice is not even to Ovi, but it's to Ovi's husband. So she's saying that Ovi's husband should do away with the flirting. That the flirting is not something that is becoming of a married man. So because he's married, he can't be flirting with other women at the expense of his wife. She's saying that if he's going to do anything like that, it should be directed at his wife and not towards other women because he's married. So she's advising that he does away with the act of flirting with other women and focus on his wife. So thank you very much, Rosemary. Thank you for that. What are your thoughts about this? Bearing in mind that Ovi has told us that she has spoken to her husband about this, and he says it's harmless. He says it's harmless. He says that it doesn't really mean anything. And also bearing in mind that the dictionary definition of flirting, let me get that. The dictionary definition of flirting is behaving as though sexually attracted to someone, but playfully rather than with serious intentions. You know how you talk to people with sexual innuendos or with body language that is indicating sexual interest, but jokingly, so to speak, jokingly, but without jokingly and without any serious intention. Now, is this right for a married man? And since it's Ovi that's making the complaints tonight, she's the one that is bringing her story to the fore. She's the one that is asking for advice. What can Ovi do about this? What can she do about this? She's spoken to him. He doesn't seem to be changing because he says it's harmless. Do we think that these can pose any issues in the future? Now, looking at it from Ovid's perspective, one would understand